My name is Naomi, and I'm the creator of Two and or Four, who makes handmade products for your two-legged loved ones and your four-legged loved ones. Today I'm going to try something new, something I haven't tried before, and that is to sublimate a water bottle. I got these on Amazon, and they're PYD Life brand. They don't feel as heavy as my Camelbacks, but Camelback does not come in sublimation ready format, so we're going to use what we can get, and we're going to give this a try, and we'll see how it comes out. Now, I started by picking some designs, and in this case, I'm going to do some designs for my grandkids, and so I picked some sports ones for this. They'll be starting sports again soon, and I brought the designs. I use Creative Fabrica, so I picked up some designs there, and I looked at what they had for 20-ounce tumblers, because these are pretty close. These are 20-ounce, and I just modified the size a bit. I looked at what the manufacturer said the measurements were, and it took me really kind of 3 tries to get the size, and I'm not completely satisfied yet with the size, but I will probably get there with one more tweaking of it in Inkscape. I use Inkscape because it's free, and it's pretty easy to learn how to use it. All right, so we're gonna start. With going to print out our designs, and I'm going to wipe these down with some alcohol wipes. So I have my alcohol wipes here. I'm going to take one of them. I'm going to take the lid off, take the straw out, put the lid to the side, and I'm just going to wipe it down with some alcohol. And I'll do that to 2 at a time. And I'm going to let them dry. In the meantime, I'm printing out my designs, and then I will cut them, and I'm going to turn on my heat press, but first I'm going to look at what it says I should have my heat press at. So not only do different vendors have different sizes for 20-ounce whatever, but also they press at different. So I keep a PowerPoint file, and I have a slide for my water bottles, and I put the brand, and I put what that particular manufacturer says it should be done at. And for this one, it says 356 for 50 seconds. Then we're going to rotate it and then do another 50 seconds. So let's turn on the heat press, the tumbler press. I have a Heat Press Nation tumbler press. And I'm going to go ahead and set it. So 356, I've already checked to make sure what I think is the right tightness for it. And we're going to do 50 seconds. Okay, I've gotten some parchment paper. I use parchment paper because It's convenient. You could probably use butcher paper. I just want to make sure that none of the ink transfers to my heat press. So I have one of the designs printed. We are also going to set another design to print, and I am going to get my tape. So I have the second design printing. This is the first design. I have presets in my printer files for it, so I use premium. I have an Epson ET15000, and I use Cosmo ink and Sublimation ink, and I have it preset for premium photo, premium presentation paper matte, and that seems to work well for me. So now I'm just going to cut out this design, and I just want to make sure I cut away all the white. Okay, I take a look at it. That looks good. I'm going to take a good look at this. I also have to go get my tape. Sorry, that is my dog who's upset that I closed my door for recording because it's a little too close to his meal time and he might miss his meal time. Never mind that I'm the one that feeds them. So he's upset. Alright, so that's one design. I'm going to go grab the other design. Now some designs are pretty good that when you wrap them, they actually continue. This one, nor the other one that I did have that. I do have one that kind of has that. So we'll make sure all the white is gone. Yep. Alright, so I have my two designs. And now what I'm going to do is I have this tool called a Pinch Perfect. And it really works well. I'm going to point the camera down. Alright, so I move the camera down. Alright, so I've turned my water bottle and my design upside down. And then I'm going to take my Pinch Perfect tool and I am going to put it about a ½ inch away from the seam. And then I'm going to continue to make sure that my design is nice around the top. Alright, that looks pretty good. Alright, and now I am going to pinch it really tight, and then I'm going to take, I should have had these pre-cut already. I like to use the wider tape for the first two. And then I take a piece about, I don't know, 3 inches long, and I decide which side I'm going to have on top, and then I start the tape on that side right next to the Pinch Perfect, press it down, and then I pull to the other side. All right. And then Pinch Perfect works whether you're right-handed or left-handed. And then I'm going to take another piece, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side of the Pinch Perfect. So I'm in about 1 inch, and then I rub it down, and then I pinch and pull the tape to the other side. Okay. All right, now I can move the Pinch Perfect down, but before I do that, I'm going to cut 2 more pieces around 3-4 inches long. I'm going to lay them out here. I need to move it up just a little because I need to give it a little room to actually put the tape. All right. Take my tape. About 1 inch on that side. And then I'm going to, my tape's a little crooked. All right, and then I pull to the other side. And then I'm going to do the same thing. Right? All right, so my battery died while I was doing the 4th piece of tape. So I have 4 pieces of tape there. Then I don't like these bubbles hanging up on the top, but I don't feel they need the same size tape, so I'll use my pre-cut smaller pieces of tape, and I will still do the same thing, put it on the side that I want over. And when I say over, it's just a fraction. Ideally, you want them to be perfectly aligned, but I feel that's an ideal world. Then I'm going to take and I am going to cut off a piece that's really big. And I'm going to start by putting it at the top on my seam, wrapping it about 1 inch to the inside, and then I'm going to pull at the same time that I'm pressing it down. Okay. And then I'm going to take my nails and just go in that seam, and I'm going to press down on it. And actually, this is just a little too long, so I'm going to cut it and I'll save it for the next one that I do. All right. Then I'm going to go around the top and around the bottom with the tape. I don't think I cut that one long enough, but it'll be a good start. So I just put it on the top edge. And I just go along the edge, or close to it. Oh, it was actually perfect. All right. Rub that down, and now do the bottom. All right. And that's it. That one is wrapped up. And then I'll do the same for the other one, but I don't think you need to watch me do that one. So I am going to put on my heat gloves. I'm going to start with one of them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the seam down for the moment, and then I'm going to put it into the heat press. That looks good. There's my seam, so I'm going to make sure my seam is facing forward. And then I'm going to go ahead and press. All right, it's beeped. I'm going to open it up, and then I'm going to turn it, give it a quarter turn so that my seam is up. And I'm going to press for another 50 seconds. All right. Then I'm going to take it out, and I'll put it on this silicone mat, and I'm going to let it cool down. And I don't know whether I can reuse these or not. I don't see any ink, but you know, I just don't know. Now what I want to see is, this said 50 seconds. I did Heat Press Nation glitter 20-ounce tumblers, and that said 70 seconds. So we'll see. Again, my seam is facing forward, my tape seam. I put it in, let it go. All right. So when I turn it and I put my seam side up, this way I know that's my second pass at it. Otherwise, I'd get confused. So that's why I start with the seam forward, and then on the second pass, I put the seam up. right, that has done the second pass. I will now take it out. I can see lots of color through it. And I will recycle these papers. All right, so we're gonna let these cool and we'll come back to them. All right, so the first tumbler has cooled enough for me to handle it. So I'm going to go ahead and start peeling some tape. I don't know if this will work or not. This is the part that I like the least of this process, but gotta do what you gotta do. All right. Just want to make sure I don't scratch up the water bottle. That's why I have no nails, because I use my nails as tools. All right. All right, we're getting there. One more. Oh. So here is the final product. I mean, you can see the seam line, but that's okay. This was not a seamless pattern. So in other words, it did not continue on the other side. So it's totally different. I'm going to try to do the bottom a little better. The top is pretty good, but I'm going to try to do the bottom a little bit better. All right, let's see if the other one has cooled down enough to touch. Yep. All right. cute. All right. And this is the other one. I mean, I think the vibrancy is okay. I'm wondering if doing the 70 seconds like I did with the glitter tumblers would be better. I may try just splitting it down the middle and doing 60 seconds instead of 50. Because the temperature on the other tumblers, I think, is a little higher than this one. So, at any rate, I'm pretty satisfied with the two water bottles, and they have a straw and a top, and I think my grandsons are gonna love them. They love anything I make for them, and water bottles are a really useful item for them. So that's how I sublimate water bottles. Like I said, I'm going to practice some more on how you get the bottom, and I think maybe it's just cutting it just a little bit shorter. I went with the measurements recommended by the manufacturer, and I need to make sure that I'm pulling it up far enough on the top. So maybe if I just pull it up far enough on the top, that'll work. They're slightly rounded at the bottom and slightly rounded at the top, so that makes it a little more difficult, but they're gonna love them. And again, my name is Naomi. I'm the creator of 2 and or 4, who makes products for your 2-legged loved ones and your 4-legged loved ones. And if you're not subscribed, I really would appreciate if you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you know when I post a video. Thank you.